What is going on, dudes? It's Lucian, the weirdo with a beardo here on Twitch. If you're watching this on YouTube, check us out, Metal Massacre podcast. Oh shoot. .ttv. We're still hanging out. Looks like we've got some friends hanging out with us. Thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate all you guys for chilling. We are about to interview Narcotic Wasteland, this band that came across our radar. Sorry. Thanks to Adrenaline PR for hooking us up with them. I'm excited to talk. I've been jamming out to their music all day long.
Chip?
No. Yes. And that's the last one, though. Okay. And I like it. Narcotic Wasteland seems to have a lot of energy, great guitars, great balance of their music. The vocals are like not what you normally hear with that kind of melodic guitars. You know, they've done this really good job of mixing melody and heaviness. So I'm excited. I got a radio station now.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I'm excited. This is going to be fun. I don't know who we're talking to from the band. No one's told us anything yet about that. So we'll see. But regardless, it's going to be a good one.
Just love you quiet.
Oh, you can hang out and say things if you want. Okay. I got my Dr. Pepper.
I'm tired.
Yeah, I've never really done an episode like this before. I've never really kind of started a stream and waited for someone to join. I hope they remember, because we had to we had to reschedule, and they are on the road. So if they didn't show up, I'd be like, "Yeah, I get it," you know, like no big deal.
We are on the road.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, this isn't them. This is some royalty-free music to listen to while we're waiting. No. Yes. Tours do happen, so we'll see. I think they'll show because their PR agent said no. Stop chipping. Don't chip during this whole interview. Yeah, we'll see. See what happens. This is the episode, Metal Massacre. Shit, we've done at least 40 of these so far.
I haven't.
Things have changed a lot. We're obviously not with Dusty anymore, but I've been podcasting for about 10 years now. So I feel like I want to keep doing this. Yeah, I want to keep doing this. I want to keep doing the show. I want to keep interviewing bands. I have been looking for that next big thing for a while. And I made a second channel for my WoW character, and I had fun doing that. I might do some more of that in the winter. I know it's really nerdy. God, you make me sound horrible stuff. But don't make fun of me like that. But I want to find like some other part of this channel I can expand on. We used to do something called Fan Film Fridays, where we would watch fan films together and make a video out of it where we react to them, and if they're good or bad. How about a couple of those? But I don't know. We'll see what we bring back.
Maybe we'll just do it about bullet trains. How about that?
Maybe. That'd be cool. No, I'd like to keep it metal or horror. You can ask whenever you want, but no one's in here yet, kid. So if you want to ask me anything, you're cool. But once they get in here, we'll start hanging out and see what they want to do.
Ask for whatever.
I didn't even ask if they want to do it live, so they might say no. To be honest, I don't know. We shall see. We're just hanging out. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, what else can I tell you about the channel right now? We're gonna do Deathcast next year. We're bringing that back. That's gonna be pretty fun. We got a whole comeback story for that. Me and Tom Woods have been working on, and we're gonna start shaking the trees of the Deathcast ranks here in the winter and see what people are thinking. So we'll do that. Well, that's one of the things we're discussing is like how to move on from certain characters and how to leave some characters behind and bring some forward. And I mean, here's the thing: is it's after the Doomstar event and after the Metal Massacre, just to say that it wasn't a giant war that happened or something, you know, like after the fact. I'm just saying anything could have happened after that, so we're gonna try and like brainstorm some stuff and see what we can come up with. I mean, I'm excited. It'll be fun. Yeah, we're doing that next year. I might bring back Fan Film Fridays, actually. I think that was fun. Fan Film Fridays. Where we find fan films on YouTube and watch them. I had a couple, but I got rid of them on YouTube because I was like, the direction of the channel was changing. Now I might do like horror ones. That'd be kind of fun.
How about like a Twilight Zone?
That'd be cool.
Yeah, because that's a lot of Twilight.
I have hosted a couple events. I was hosting, what was it? Dr. Ravenwood's Chaos Theater, where I like played a bunch of weird ads from the past and Grindhouse movie clips and just cool stuff. We had like 4 or 5 people in that. That was fun. I might do that again. Have another curation, especially now since we've been hanging out with Candy. He's got a lot of cool shit. Shout out to Candy at Pop Culture Exchange. Really cool guy. We did an episode with him a couple episodes back. And if you're a movie buff at all or like a pop culture nerd at all, you got to check out that episode. Yeah. Ad's vibe was neat. What ad? What ad are you discussing?
We have an ad?
I don't know.
Ew.
Maybe there was an ad on Twitch.
Well, that sucks.
Maybe.
No, but Candy is a dream. Thank you, Candy, for everything you do.
Oh, the ads for Dr. Ravenwood's Chaos Theater. Yeah, that was fun. That was a really good time. I found some really weird ass ones, like just creepy and inappropriate ones. That you're just like, what the fuck did I just watch? So
What do I do?
if anyone's curious as to what we're talking about on our YouTube channel right now, Metal Massacre Podcast, one of the playlists is called Dr. Ravenwood's Chaos Theater. You're free to check it out. It's pretty fucking fun. So
It is.
I'm gonna put another one together pretty soon. I don't know of what, but we'll see. Maybe something for Christmas or even Halloween specific. That'd be fun.
Yeah, because it's spooky season.
Hey, Chucky Fanta, we drank some of that. I liked it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I forget what the flavor was. What was it?
What?
It was like some kind of cherry
It's punch.
No, it's fruit punch. Yeah. But fruit punch is like inherently cherry. There's like a percentage of fruit punch that has cherry in it, I believe. Because it's fruit
like
punch.
Hawaiian punch if Hawaiian punch was made with Fanta.
Yeah, this is true. I like this. So yeah, a couple more minutes. The guys should be jumping in. They're on the road right now. I have no idea where they're at, so that'll be kind of fun. We'll get a little update from Narcotic Wasteland. They will be in Lincoln at the Witch's Brew venue by the end of the month, I believe, sometime here in the next week or so.
I wanted to go there.
Yeah. So maybe maybe you'll see us down at that show. Who knows? I know we did just miss Fox Lake. They told us they put our names on the list, but we were having a rough day. Life was hitting us in the face. I was like, I got to go to sleep. We can't. I'm sorry. Like, we got shit going on. Sometimes life just smacks you in the face on a Tuesday. You plan to do something and you got to whip it into gear. So, but yeah. So what are you saying?
Nothing.
Stop whispering to them. So yeah, thanks for joining us, guys. I'm excited. Got about another 5 minutes before these guys jump in. But any questions for us, let us know.
Yes, we can live for 5 minutes.
We're going to Watch some paint dry. Your reactions are the best. We were at this farmer's market downtown. It was like randomly in next to the old market in Omaha, and there's like a bunch of people there, and there's this magician.
You loved him so much.
That right there, that reaction, she was the best audience member he had all day.
He said that.
And he was I said it to all the people, and I told him that. But it was really funny because she just reacts like a child full of wonderment. You know what I mean? Like to everything he was. I was standing off to the side and I saw a couple of the things with him. And I was just kind of like, oh man, you ruined it for me.
I brought like 10 million people to that dude.
You did. You were freaking out, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, what's going on over here?" And pretty soon he had a crowd of like 40 people, and my wife's just like, "Oh my god, what are you doing?" And of course, everyone's gonna come over and watch. They think you're being fucking molested or something. Jesus. Sometimes it's hard to know if you find things enjoyable or if you're terrified of them. I hope you know that.
He was great.
I know, but like, if I was just walking down the street and I heard you, I'd be like, is she okay?
Fuck you.
What? I'm just saying.
Great.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun, man. I haven't done a solid. I mean, I've done a couple interviews. Just give me the fucking shit. What are you doing? Yeah, right when I'm going. I haven't done like a road trip like style interview in a while, so I'm excited. How we doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Dallas, right?
Yep.
Nice to meet you, man. Welcome to Metal Massacre. My name's Lucian. I'm the weirdo with a beardo, as they say. And I'm really excited to talk to you. How's tour going?
So far, so good.
Yeah, what's the last stop you guys had?
Last night we were in Fort Pierce. Tonight we are in Tampa.
Hell yeah.
Oh, nice.
Tampa. Oh my god, that sounds fun. What's the craziest one you've done so far, I guess? What city?
Well, we've played some new places that I've honestly never played before in my entire career. One of them was Tennessee, Knoxville. No, it was Chattanooga. That was surprisingly a wild show. Mosh pit broke out and knocked my microphone down, and the dude like landed on my foot. Yeah. All the shows have been pretty good. We've been hitting, some places we've never played before. Even though the band has been around a long time, you probably know that, solicitation is never over. And you have to go places you've never gone before, and you got to keep the pressure on. So that's exactly what we're doing.
God, that's fun. That's a good way to like keep it fresh and mix things up too. Because like, how many times as a creative, especially, do you end up kind of feeling stagnant at a period, which forces you to have to like keep finding those ways to keep it fresh? And nothing's better than going places you haven't been before, even just as a traveler. I mean, it's so refreshing, and you get that first time feeling again sometimes on the road.
Yeah. Well, to me, I mean, stagnant is not even in my vocabulary. I continuously try to grow as a musician, and I continuously try to put my band out as much as I can. And, it's fun. it's it's been my life ever since I can remember, and I don't see that changing anytime soon.
When did you first start, or I guess when did you know you wanted to play music? Was it like immediate, or were you? I don't know. I'm curious.
I've always wanted to do it. I mean, even when I was 6 years old, dancing around, listening to albums and stuff. Um, and then I, became quite an accomplished drummer early on. By the age of 10, I was already playing stuff like Tom Sawyer by Rush, stuff like that. So I've kind of always known that I wanted to play music uh, on whatever level I can.
Did you go to Disney World?
Nope.
Oh.
No time. We literally this entire month we had one day off.
No.
So I'm fine with that. We're out here to play music,
Oh yeah. How long? When's the tour end?
The last date is going to be. I'll have to look that up. Hang on a second, I can tell you.
Sure. No, yeah. I know you guys
It'll be in Nashville.
Yeah.
I can tell you where, but let me just call up the date real quick. I have it right here on my tablet.
Get it.
Oops. There we go. The last date will be the 30th.
Mark it on your calendar.
Nice. So about 11 more days left. That's
yep,
awesome.
We do this show tonight at the Brass Mug, and then we hit Long Beach, Mississippi, and then we go to Atlanta, and it'll be our first show in support of the band Phil.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I know you guys are coming with them to Lincoln at Witch's Brew. That's right up the road from us. We might see you down there.
Yeah, absolutely. You should definitely come out.
Yeah, it's been a minute since I've gotten to go to any live music, and I'm feeling that itch, man. I've had to turn down a couple shows the last month or so, just getting shit together with life, and I got to start getting out there again. Man, I'm having that itch. I got to tell you, I'm jealous of you guys on the road. I know how much fun that must be, and especially getting to experience it through new places. And like you're saying, only having one day off, you like that. I think that this shows what kind of musician you are, that you came to play. You're not fucking around. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, we come out here to kick some ass, and it's actually good to have at least a couple of days off, but the guys would agree with me on that. They would rather just have a show to play instead, even if it's like a smaller show or whatever. Have something to do. That's what we're out here to do, man. It's all about discipline, and a lot of people think it's all fun and games, but this is very hard. Traveling is very hard. Whether you're driving yourself in a van or traveling on a bus, it's hard, man. But I'm very acclimated to it. I've always been a traveling person, even before my time with Nile, the 18 years I was in the band Nile. Even before then, we were traveling quite a bit when we could to play music in my earlier band.
What? How many bands have you had so far?
Well, in my hometown, at least 4.
Yeah.
And then Nile. And then during Nile, I started Narcotic Wasteland, but also I played drums in a band called Lecherous Nocturne, which we released an album and played some shows with as well.
Nice. That's fun. I like that. Sounds very black metal, the name. Was it something of that nature?
It's probably like Blackened Death or something. That's kind of what I guess they would describe it.
I like that. I've always liked when people can do fusions of different sounds. It doesn't have to just fit into a box. I think there's this renaissance with music right now where everyone's kind of exploring metal in different ways, and there's big trends right now with like softer metal, and it's kind of dulled it for me, and then I heard you guys and I was like, holy shit, the melodic guitar is there and it's like S tier, but not only do you have that, you're balancing it with like straight up death metal vocals. And I feel like bands try to do that all the time and it never works for me, but I love the way you guys do it. I've been jamming out to your stuff all day, just kind of getting ready, and it's hardcore, but it's easy to listen to. So it's For like a metalhead, it's easy listening. I hope that sounds the way it sounds in my head.
No, I understand what you mean. It's brutal. It has all those ingredients that you would expect from a more extreme or death metal band, what have you, but it's actually digestible.
Yeah, that's the word. Yeah.
That's a wonderful way to put that.
Yeah, it's very digestible.
Yeah.
It has things that actually stick in your head instead of just a big flurry of notes and a wankorama, if you will, of how awesome I am on the instrument. And you can actually take away some memorabilia from it and some emotional content.
Yeah. And I hear your guys' lyrics, and it's very it's heavy shit. You know, I feel like you're talking about really heavy topics. But like not doing it in a way, it's like there's a way where like you can do metal vocals and still keep it clean, but it has that distortion in the voice, it has that like rasp to it, but it doesn't have to be straight up just, I don't know, more what people would call doom metal, where it's more vocal than it is lyrical, I guess. And it's refreshing for me to hear a band that can keep it heavy, but you can also understand them like almost better, you know, in a way.
Yeah, I've always tried to, for one, I've always tried to make my vocals as clear and as clean as I possibly can. As far as just being able to understand what I'm saying, which is a difficult task because it's a very sort of brutal style. I feel like a lot of vocalists nowadays, they're just doing it to make the sound. But I never looked at it that way. I mean, the way I express the lyrics, it is from a true place of anger and sadness. So, my vocal style sounds more like domestic violence than it does death metal vocals. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I hear you.
I get really sick of that shit, to be honest with you.
I like that though. That's like, it just makes it cleaner. You know what I mean? Especially when you have guitars doing what your guitars are doing. I'm a huge Death Clock fan, and I could find similarities guitar wise between the two. Just the melodic nature of it. But you guys are like bringing this extra crunch to it. She pointed out your double bass immediately.
Yes.
And was like, the double bass it just sounds different from other double basses. And I don't know what you guys did in the studio or maybe what the drummer's doing, but it just sounds so distinct in this stuff we heard. And I don't know, man, I got to say hats off to your guys' brand and your guys' I don't know, fusion. It's not really a genre. I feel like you're doing a lot of stuff all at once in these songs, and it's a lot to keep track of. But like I said, it's so easy to listen to. It feels like you don't have to work to listen to it. I'm so tired of listening to music and I'm like, all right, 2 minutes in, I've had enough of this. I like when you can put a song on and not pay attention, and then 40 minutes later you're still listening to the same band.
That's a very good point.
So I feel like your guys' music is kind of built for that easily digestible, let's go on to the next one. What do we having next kind of feeling? And I like that in my music. So thank you for awakening that in me. I appreciate
thank you. And that's what it's all about. Music is, at the end of the day, is supposed to be about feel, and everything that I've written in my entire life pretty much was based on that thing where I was getting goosebumps, or maybe I was even feeling a tear about to come out of my eye, or maybe I wanted to punch somebody in the face. Actual emotional content, is paramount over technique or any other dumb shit or any genre you want to call it. That's. I'm glad you recognize that, because one of the things I've always loved about this band is when we play on a bill with other bands, and people have called us tech death, they've called us brutal death, they've called us thrash death, and they've called us all this stuff. And you can call us all that stuff because there are elements of those things in there, I guess. I'm not a big fan of all the subgenres, personally. But
Yeah.
what I love about Narcotic Wasteland is when we play on the bill, we don't sound like anybody else on the bill ever. It's a distinct thing that's noticeably different. And that's one of the reasons why we're starting to see some real success here, I think, is because we are different.
Yeah, Dallas, I would agree. I think you guys being able to bring something no one else can bring. I mean, even from a marketing standpoint, that's a strong pillar to have because fitting into a box is becoming easier and easier with music. And example, I played in a band, loved playing with them, but one of their things was thrash. Everything had to have a thrash influence. And I always sat there and thought, we're holding ourselves back from potential other things to be writing because it doesn't sound like this one genre. And if you want to play that one genre, that's cool. I personally am just someone that you have influences, obviously. People are going to say certain things about your music. Oh, it's tech this, it's brutal death. But I think it's important to not label it. Let other people do that. But I think when you, as a musician, walk into a room and you have a label in mind, just think of it creatively. You're limiting yourself down to a funnel.
Absolutely. And like, you don't want to necessarily go too far off the beaten path. There's only a few select bands that were able to pull off something so eclectic. Like Faith No More always comes to mind.
Wow.
They're an extremely eclectic band, and somehow or another they were able to make that work. But not everybody can be like them. And but at the same time, we have stuff that's really super fast, and we also have some stuff that's we have a variety of things. When you listen to the album Delirium Tremens for an example, there is a variety of stuff on there. It isn't just one color the whole time. That is what a lot of bands are also guilty of. You've heard one song, you've heard them all, and I don't ever want to write the same album or the same song twice.
Yeah, I think that's important. I think nowadays everything's becoming way more I don't know, digital. And that kind of brings me to a question that was brought up. How do you feel about AI music in metal and in general? Are you excited by the prospect? Do you think it's terrible? Like, how does that strike you, I guess?
I think it's pointless. I just, there's still plenty of people out there writing killer stuff, and we just don't need it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't see the point in it. Maybe for just experimentation alone.
Right.
I think people also, though, because I'm not completely opposed to the idea either, but what I think people need to realize is that AI is supposed to be a tool. And a tool that we control ourselves. We still hold the key to the crapper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're the ones in control of the AI. And people are thinking that, oh yeah, you're gonna give it a set of parameters and it's gonna do its thing. But that's exactly what it is. And people don't need to ever feel threatened by that, because you cannot replace us. You cannot. You cannot replace music. Is one of the strangest, most human things that there is. It's an unexplainable phenomenon within human.
That's beautiful.
And you're not ever going to replace that. You're never going to replace that. So
you know what I think it is?
They can shove AI so far up their asses in it. It ain't going to make a difference.
I think it's the flaws in humanity that make it beautiful, and it's our imperfections that allow us the ability to tell the stories we tell. And I feel like, I don't know if you've ever seen that movie Split, the M. Night Shyamalan movie. There was a theme in that movie that the broken are the more evolved. And I've always been drawn to that theme because it's like, I feel like until you've gone through some shit, you really don't have shit to say. And I feel like in music, that's such a sentiment. I don't know. What do you feel about that?
I think that's right. But also, on the AI thing, let's just not forget what that abbreviation stands for. It stands for artificial intelligence. It's artificial. So it's not going to have any emotional intelligence at all.
Yeah.
It's not possible for it to do that. Again, that is a thing that is strictly life form.
Whoa.
Yeah, all animals of all walks of nature have levels of emotion and levels of instinct and logic and illogic, and you just can't do it artificially, and you're never going to be able to because it's artificial.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's a good point. Taking the human element out of it can reveal a lot, but it's not really going to go anywhere. I feel like I think it's fun for shits and gigs. If you want to make it, write a song about the Fonz fighting a shark with Superman, and just like see what it comes up with or whatever, or Jack Black fighting a bunch of chicken nuggets and make it a doo-wop song. Like, if you want to fuck around, I think that's fun. But if you start trying to make money off it, and it's when you take the distinction away that it is AI, I feel like people are trying to do that nowadays too and get away with it. And it's luckily we have systems in place that make it pretty easy to tell when people are doing that. But I think it's getting dangerous.
And yes, and luckily we're still human enough ourselves to recognize immediately. Like, I've seen so many bullshit things pop up on my Facebook news feed, and of course, all in the comments, this is AI, that's AI, this is BS, complete AI. You know what I mean? That's like, it's completely being revealed. So as long as we hold on to our own humanity, it won't ever be a thing,
Yeah, I agree. Did you have something to add?
I have a question.
Okay.
Yeah. Who's your favorite band? Did you say that already?
No.
Oh no, I don't. It's not possible for me to even have a favorite band. I've had so many
Top five.
Top five. Okay.
Yeah.
And this will be across. I'll make it across genres.
Nice.
Okay.
Number one comes to mind. It's not necessarily number one, but it'll be in the top five, and that's Sanctuary.
Nice.
I really love the albums, the 3 albums that we received from them. Another one that would easily make the top 5 that I've been listening to lately is Sabotage.
You just made her day.
Hour of the Night.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit rocks. I mean, it's so great. Now more on the death metal side of things, Bolt Thrower.
Ooh, Bolt Thrower's fun. Bolt Thrower?
Yeah, Bolt Thrower's my favorite death metal band of all time. They're just brutal. And I just love the sound and the riffs and just the feeling and just the overall bludgeoning that you get when you listen to it.
Yeah, it's a wall of sound, smack in the head kind of metal. Yeah.
Oh God, that was great.
All right, now I'd be an asshole if I didn't say Thin Lizzy.
Nice.
Yeah, and then I guess my final would be Rush.
Sorry.
Rush? Fuck yeah, dude.
Oh.
Hell yeah. I feel like
I've been
everyone.
listening to Rush since I was like 10 years old, and they were the ones that really got me into playing music.
Nice. That's awesome. Hell yeah. That's a really good list. Fuck yeah. That's probably the best list of anything I've heard in a while.
He didn't have Metallica on there.
Oh, not everyone's gonna have Metallica on their top 5. Ooh. You can't take it hard.
Yeah, now don't get me wrong. If we expand it out, I mean, nobody can deny, especially those first 4 Metallica records.
Yep.
Boom.
Metallica, Megadeth, Metal Church. Metal Church was a big one.
Slayer.
Of course, Slayer was good. Exodus. Artillery, Flotsam and Jetsam, Testament. I think we can get into DRI and Crumbsuckers and all that stuff too. So
hell yeah,
it's really hard. Like I said, it's really hard to narrow it down. And I also like stuff like ZZ Top and
nice. Yeah, I was raised on like ZZ Top and the Doobie Brothers, Creedence, Aerosmith. I was raised on that kind of stuff. So. Like straight up 90s country, like Garth Brooks and Brooks and Dunn. We were from Texas, so there's a lot of that. Yeah. Yeah, well, you got to suffer for your art, right? Yeah. Where are you at right now? It looks so cool behind you. Are you on a bus? Are you in a waiting room?
I'm backstage at the Brass Mug in Tampa, Florida.
That looks sick. Somebody was asking me that and wanted to know where you were. I love that. That's super cool. Just hanging out in the green room.
High school in Orlando.
Yeah, just hanging out backstage. We just got done with sound check.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Oh,
So who's on the bill tonight with you guys?
I'm not sure. One of them dropped off.
Oh, damn.
And one of them told me the name, but I haven't heard any of these guys.
Nice. Hopefully that'll be fun.
Yeah, I like to keep it like that. I will say this though. On this run, we have seen a lot of killer bands.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of people up and coming out there that are kind of flying the flag of metal. You know what I mean? And it's good to see.
Yeah, it kind of gives you hope for the future that people are out there doing it, and it's not all just like an old man thing, and I love seeing younger bands do it. I love seeing like 21-year-old kids just starting to get into our local scene, and we've gotten a few of those bands starting to come up here locally, so I'm excited. I don't remember who you're playing with for this show in Lincoln, but I will guarantee Nebraska bands know how to bring it, so I think you guys will have fun.
Awesome.
Yeah, it'll be pretty cool. Any like, I guess, closing remarks for any up and coming musicians watching or listening?
Oh, well, of course, thanks for all the support over the years for what I've been doing, whether it be Narcotic Wasteland or Nile, and thanks for supporting metal as a whole. You don't even have to like what I do, but I just appreciate the fact that, so many people have been flying the flag and keeping the flag of metal alive. And on another note, for the young and aspiring musicians, recently, not saying any names, but sometimes you'll see big names in the business, and somebody would be like, ask them, what advice would you have? And they'll say, don't, or quit, or something stupid like that. And I totally disagree with that. I say, if you're having fun with the music that you're creating with your friends, then go for it and take it as far as you want. And don't listen to any of that discouragement from these washed up rock stars.
Yeah.
I love that. It hurts my heart to hear people say things like that in interviews, like, oh, there's enough of us already and things like that. I think it's a very pompous thing and arrogant to kind of want to limit other people, because music has been that language that crosses all barriers,
Absolutely.
It's one of those things that, like, you could be from any part of the world, speak any language, but you say Metallica, you say certain bands, you say AC/DC, Black Sabbath, you say these names, people know exactly, and they could name a song, and you play a song, you're going to have the best time with those people. And I think that's why I love music.
Keep
and
that shit alive.
Yeah, it seems like, Dallas, it seems like you're carrying that flag, and I love that. I love to see like guys like you and bands like this going across the world and the country and just doing their thing, man. There's nothing more inspiring than that. So I hope you keep having fun on this tour. I hope tonight is fucking rad. We're going to be checking social media for more tour videos of you guys. I always love seeing that stuff. So
hell yeah, man.
Well, appreciate your time, guys. You've been listening to and watching Metal Massacre. Have a good fucking day.
I wasn't supposed to be here.
And be good fucking people. We'll talk to you later. Dallas, have a good show.
Oh, thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
No worries. We'll talk to you later. Have a good one.
Thanks, man. Cheers.
All right. That was Dallas from Narcotic Wasteland in Florida tonight. About to rip things up. I'm so excited to see where this band keeps going. Thanks again to Dallas for joining us. We know he's got limited time on the road.
So fun.
And hey, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. I'm so glad this one worked out. We had some pretty fun conversations. And maybe we'll get Dallas back again at a future date. Maybe we'll catch up with him at that show and see if we can get another couple questions in. I love this kind of stuff. Guys, thank you so much if you're here on Twitch. If you weren't, you're a loser. Have fun on YouTube. Talk to you guys later. Bye.
Listen to